Hi friends, welcome to IS with Santosh. In today's session, I am going to cover top important news from the PIB for UPSC Prelims examination for the entire week. Guys, if you are preparing for Prelims 2027, you cannot ignore this important source because in 2026 Prelims examination, many questions have directly come from the PIB. Even the UPSC chairman has categorically told that the questions are getting framed from standard resources, and one of that standard resources is the PIB. But the challenge is there is enormous press releases coming every day on the PIB. The volume is so huge that it is impossible for an average UPSC aspirant to prepare all these information. They cannot differentiate between what is relevant for the exam and what is not relevant for the exam. Guys, I have the experience of cracking prelims examination 6 out of 6 times. You can see some of my scorecards. I have scored very high marks in the prelims examination. I have cleared the prelims with 30-40 marks more than the cutoff. So I exactly know what is important and what is not important. I will read the entire PIB for the entire week and I will collect 10 to 15 most important topics every week, and I will make this video. I have also made a crux notes on that and a quiz on that, which I will show you in the video. Okay, let's start. The very first topic is this scheme, Beti Bachao Beti Padhao. Okay, this scheme is an old scheme. This was launched on 22nd January 2015. You can see here the scheme was basically launched in response to the declining child sex ratio and pervasive gender-based discrimination. The scheme is a joint initiative of Ministry of Women and Child Development and Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and Ministry of Education. You can see this is very important because whenever a question comes on schemes, they ask you two things. They ask you what is the aim of the scheme. The aim of the scheme is what? The aim of the scheme is what? Survival, protection and empowerment of the girl child, basically to stop the falling sex ratio. Also, this is a joint initiative of three ministries. You can see this is the initiative of Ministry of Women and Child, Ministry of Health and Ministry of Education. This is very important. Okay, so guys, if you see in 2026 prelims examination, they have asked a scheme which is 6 years or 7 years old. There was a scheme which was asked in 2026 which was launched in 2018. So UPSC has a habit of going back and asking schemes which are 10 years, 15 years old. So this scheme is very important because this scheme has completed 10 years. Okay, and recently some observations were made by the Supreme Court on the child sex ratio. Therefore this topic becomes very important. They will ask you what is the objective of the scheme, when was the scheme launched, and which ministries are the ministries which are the nodal ministries for implementation of this scheme. There are three ministries you need to keep in mind. Okay, next guys, you can see here they may also ask you about the child sex ratio, how the child sex ratio has been performing. You can see at the national level child sex ratio has improved from 918 in 2024-2015 to 929 in 2024-2025. So this is also very important, you should keep in mind. The next topic, guys, index. Index are a popular theme in the prelims examination. This year they have asked question on, I think, multi-dimensional poverty index and the financial inclusion index. Okay, so next year they can ask you a question on Panchayat Advancement Index. Guys, recently Panchayat Advancement Index 2.0 report was released by Ministry of Panchayat. So this scheme can be asked, guys. You can see, okay, this not a scheme, basically it's an index. It's an index. So this index is launched by Ministry of Panchayati Raj. Basically this recognizes the vital role of panchayat in local governance. So this is basically to judge how far the panchayats are helping to achieve sustainable development goal. Okay, so this is a multi-dimensional index assessing the performance of panchayat in the implementation of localization of sustainable development goals. There are 9 broad themes and 144 targets and 535 local indicators. What are the 9 broad themes? Because they will ask you themes also which are there in the index sometimes. So you can see poverty free and enhanced employment, healthy panchayat, child friendly panchayat, water sufficient panchayat, clean green panchayat, self sufficient infrastructure panchayat, socially just panchayat, good governance and women friendly panchayat. These are the 9 themes you need to keep in mind. Guys, I am preparing such interesting flashcards for UPSC Prelims 2027, you can get access to these flashcards as part of our test series. This is the number you need to contact to join my test series. Every day I'm giving you 10 most important questions for the UPSC Prelims examination by analyzing the current affairs and linking the current affairs with the PYQs. So guys, please do join my test series if you want these questions. Okay, the next topic, guys, you can see Antodaya in action. So a lot of important schemes were mentioned in this article. Guys, basically Antodaya scheme is for people who are the marginalized segments. Okay, so as scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, you can see constitutional provisions related to scheduled caste, scheduled tribes. Sometimes UPSC question setters will ask a simple question. So you can see Article 14, Article 15, Article 16, Article 46, Article 338, Article 338A, Article 338B. These three articles are very important because they establish National Commission on Scheduled Caste, National Commission on Scheduled Tribes, and National Commission for other backward classes. Okay, these three commissions are really very, very important because UPSC has a habit of asking questions. They will give you the name of the body, and they will ask you what is the nature of the body. Okay, so anything which is mentioned in the constitution, they become constitutional bodies. You can see these articles. These articles are very important. The next important constitutional aspect about schedule type and schedule caste is the fifth and sixth schedule. Guys, fifth and sixth schedule provides special administrative governance mechanism for schedule areas and for tribal areas to protect the tribal autonomy and cultural identity. This is very important. Fifth and sixth schedule. Okay, this is the most important PYQ theme which gets repeated. Even in 2026 prelims examination, they have asked question on the sixth schedule. Okay, so two schemes were mentioned in this article. One was the PM Janman, other was the PM Juga. PM Janman is basically for the PVTGs. There are 75 PVTGs across 18 states and 1 UT. Okay, so basically this converges 9 central ministries and 11 targets. For example, building Pakka homes, clean pipe water, electricity connection, medical units, and skill development centers. This is very important. PM Janman. You can expect a question on the PVTG scheme. Other scheme is Pradhan Mantri Janjatiya Unnat Gram Abhiyan. This is basically a saturation based coverage of infrastructure and human development of tribal areas. This scheme is implemented by Ministry of Tribal Affairs. Okay, next, guys, you can see here that there was an article on Yamuna River rejuvenation. Guys, you know Yamuna River is an important river and it is facing pollution problem, particularly in the New Delhi region. So guys, here there are three concepts of environment which was mentioned in the article: biological oxygen demand, chemical oxygen demand, and total suspended solids. These three indicators are used to understand the pollution level of any river. Okay, so biological oxygen demand measures dissolved oxygen required for aerobic biological organisms to decompose the organic matter. Okay, so this is very important, guys. Okay, so high value of biological oxygen demand, okay, denotes severe organic pollution. So more organic pollution, more biological oxygen demand. Second is chemical oxygen demand. This is basically what? This is for the chemically oxidized both organic and inorganic chemically oxidizable matter. Okay, so this is important. So chemical oxygen demand and biological oxygen demand both are very important. Okay, next, Yamuna River, they can ask you. So Yamuna River is a very important, okay, tributary of Ganga. Okay, so you may expect from where Yamuna River originates, from Yamunotri. You can see here. Next, you can see here it flows through Uttarakhand, Himachal, Haryana, Delhi, UP, and then it meets Ganga River at Triveni Sangam in Prayagraj. So they can ask you this Yamuna River. They can also about the tributaries of Ganga River. You can see here the main tributaries are Hindan River, Chambal River, Sindh River, Kane River, Betwa River. So these rivers are tributaries of the Yamuna River. Please prepare Kane Betwa. Kane Betwa are very important because Government of India is basically starting an interlinking of river between Kane and Betwa. It is the first interlinking river, guys. So this is really very important. Kane Betwa. Other rivers are Chambal River. Chambal River is very important river because Chambal is known for what? Chambal Sanctuary. Okay, you know that. Okay, Gharials. Gharials. Okay, so Chambal River also is very important. Recently, there was a lot of controversy regarding mining in Chambal River, sand mining in Chambal River. So this is really very, very important. Other tributaries are Giri, Tons, Hanuman Ganga, Rishi Ganga. Okay, you can go through that. Next, guys, you can see President confers 7 Kirti Chakras, 15 Veer Chakras, and 29 Shaurya Chakras. So, guys, if you see, awards are an important theme in the prelims examination. Okay, awards. You may expect question on awards. Okay, so you can see wartime gallantry awards. The highest gallantry award is the Param Veer Chakra. Second one is the Mahavir Chakra, and third one is the Veer Chakra. Okay, this is very very important. Then, guys, Peacetime Gallantry Award, we have the Ashok Chakra as the highest Peacetime Gallantry Award, and second one is the Kirti Chakra. Okay, this is very important. This is the second highest. This is the highest. This is second highest. Peacetime. This is wartime. So Paramveer Chakra, you should definitely prepare. Okay, let me ask you, how many of you can answer this question? Till now, till 2026, how many people have been awarded the Paramveer Chakra? In the comment box, let me see how many of you can answer. This is very, very important question, guys. I will say that in coming years, definitely there will be a question on Paramveer Chakra. So this is really great or important. Okay, so let's move on to the next topic. Next topic is about the coal exchange. Guys, you know, in order to improve transparency in the trading of coal, they have released this coal exchange. Okay, this is very important, you know, guys, because India is facing this problem of energy security, and India has lot of coals. I think India has the fourth or fifth largest coal reserves in the world, but we are not able to utilize our coal. So in order to increase the trading of coal in India, they have started this coal exchange. So one thing you need to remember, that the coal exchange comes under Ministry of Coal, and the designated authority is Coal Controller of India. This is very, very important. Coal Controller Organization, CCO. This is under Ministry of Coal. This is very, very important. I think few years back, if you remember, I think in 2022, there was a question on Coal Controller Organization. This is very, very important. Coal Controller of Organization. You may expect this question. So the idea of introducing this coal exchange marks a paradigm shift in coal marketing by moving from one to many sales model to many sales model. Okay, this is very important. Next one, guys, UN Military Gender Advocate of the Year Award. So you can see here, Abhilasha Barak. Major Abhilasha Barak has been awarded the first women combatant helicopter pilot of India, has been awarded this, okay, award. This is really a great achievement by an Indian. We should be proud of her. You can see she has served engagement team commander and gender focal point with UNIFIL. Okay, this is very important, UNIFIL. You know, guys, UN peace missions are becoming very important. You know that UNIFIL is basically United Nations Interim Force in Lebanon. This is important. This is important. You know, I think in 2026 prelims examination there was a question on UN. Okay, peacekeeping forces. Okay, so this award was instituted in 2016 by Office of Military Affairs within Department of Peace Operations. So this is an important award. You may expect a question on this. Okay, you can see Major Radhika Sen won the same award in 2023 for MONUSCO DRC. Okay, so there was another peace operation in MONUSCO DRC. So we had another Indian who was awarded, Major Radhika Sen, and now Major Abhilasa Barak has been awarded. Okay, now guys, you can see here India is one of the largest contributor to the UN peacekeeping missions. So this is really important. Okay, so you know this blue helmet. Okay, this blue helmet, sometimes they will ask you which organization of UN, okay, is known as blue helmet. So it is UN peace organizations. This was a question which came in the prelims examination, guys. Such kind of questions, okay, they are inspired from the current affairs only. Okay, next, guys, okay, before we move on, let me tell you guys that every Sunday I'm conducting a quiz on PIB where I'm collecting 20 most important questions. I'm framing 20 most important questions only from the PIB which are not covered in the newspaper. So this is really important quiz. If you are preparing for 2027 prelims examination, do not miss this initiative. This will cover important schemes, important reports, important ministries update, because see, categorically chairman has said that they are looking at ministry reports, they're looking at ministry releases. So this is a very important initiative. You can see in my portal here, you can see here every weekend I am releasing one PIB note and then PIB quiz. This was for the week 1, and now we have week 2. PIB notes has already been uploaded, and in the evening 6 p.m. you will get this PIB quiz also. Go through, you can just read this note and then take the quiz in the evening. Okay, so next is, guys, you can see here Historic 10-day exposition of holy relics of Lord Buddha's chief disciples concludes in Mongolia. So guys, there are two disciples of Lord Buddha. You can see here the holy relics of Lord Buddha's two disciples, Arhant Sariputra and Arhant Mau Maudgalyanayana. Okay, so these two important disciples of Gautam Buddha, their holy relics have been, okay, come back to India. They have come back to India. So this is important. So they may ask you about the disciples of Gautam Buddha. So these two were the disciples of Gautam Buddha. Sariputra is renowned for his unparalleled mastery over Abhidhamma. Abhidhamma is basically the philosophical doctrine of Buddhism. Okay, he's traditionally depicted as on the right hand side of the Buddha. And then we have the Maudal Mogalayana, you can see here, also known as Magalana. He has celebrated as a deep meditative absorption and supernatural abilities, Siddhi. Okay, so these two important disciples are important. Other disciples also you can have a look at it. Okay, both chief disciples attend Parinirvana, okay, slightly before Gautam Buddha. Okay, this is important. Okay, at Sachi Sarnath. Okay, you know, guys, Sachi Sarnath was discovered by Alexander Cunningham. So this is also important for the prelims. You should know this. Who discovered Sachi Stupa in India? Okay, so this is there. Next topic, guys, biopharmaceuticals. Guys, if you see, government focus is on the biopharmaceuticals. Okay, so biologics and biosimilars, government is promoting these two things. So what are biologics? Biologics are biological drugs which are derived from living organisms like bacteria, yeast, plant cells, etc., etc. Okay, so this is a very important topic, guys. If you see recently, UPSC has been asking questions on like monoclonal bodies. Monoclonal bodies, okay, they are nothing but they are biologics. Okay, biologics are drugs which are prepared from living organisms, bacteria, cells, etc., etc. These are very costly and they are very effective. Okay, sophisticated drugs. So you can see here the examples of biologics are monoclonal antibodies, vaccines, okay, cell therapy, gene therapy, recombinant proteins. Okay, these are examples of biologics. Okay, biosimilars are what? Biosimilars are similar to biologics. Okay, they are similar to biologics, but they are less costly. They are less costly. Okay, they are generic equivalent of biologics. Okay, so government of India has launched this scheme, Biopharma Shakti. Biopharma Shakti is a strategic scheme launched by Department of Pharmaceuticals to make India a hub of biologics and biosimilar manufacturing in the world. Okay, this is very, very important. Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizers, Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizers, Department of Pharmaceuticals. So this is again a very important scheme for next year prelims examination. Guys, again I would like to appeal every one of you, this is the number of my team. If you want these 20 important questions and the notes of PIB, you can contact here. Okay, and this is my prelims mentorship for 2027. You can see I'm giving you daily targets, I'm giving you daily quiz, I'm giving you weekly quiz, I'm giving you PYQ analysis. Today, guys, I'm conducting a PYQ decode session, a PYQ decode session where I will decode how we can use like PYQ to predict questions. Guys, today I will be teaching exactly the science of prediction using the PYQs. PYQs are the most important resource you have for the prelims examination. Please do not miss this session. This session is really transformative session. If you are struggling to crack prelims examination in your previous attempts, guys, this is one initiative which can really ensure that next year 2027 you can crack the prelims very easily. Okay, guys, so this is the number you can connect with my team to attend the session. Next, guys, Tejpur Lychee, GI tag Tejpur Lychee. So generally GI tag is important. So here you need to know what is APEDA. APEDA is basically a organization under Ministry of Commerce and Industry, basically for the exports of agriculture and processed foods from India. Okay, so this is an important organization, APEDA. It is under Ministry of Commerce. Okay, so Tejpur Lychee is important. You can see here Tejpur Lychee is basically grown in Sonitpur district of Assam. Okay, so you can go through this. Next topic. Okay, see they have mentioned various varieties of Tejpur Lychee in Assam. That is not that important. Next, guys, TRIFED, Ministry of Tribal Affairs and TRIFED have launched an exclusive store, RISA store, for promoting tribal textiles. This is very important. Tribal textiles. Okay, Risa store. Risa store. Keep this in mind. Risa store. This is important. Okay. So uh, hmm, you can see many tribal products like Eri silk, Muga silk of Assam, Santhal cotton, Changpa Pashmina of Ladakh, Kotpat cotton, and Dongaria embroidery, Toda embroidery. Toda is a tribe in Tamil Nadu. Dongaria is a tribe in Odisha. Okay. Then Changpa Pashmina in the Changtang Plateau of Ladakh. All this UPSC has been asking question on that. Guys, many times UPSC has asked question on Changpas. Very, very important. Irisil, Mugasil. This year there was a question on Irisil. You see how PIB is playing a very important role in your prelims, okay, examination. Then guys, Dhokra art, guys, Chhattisgarh. Then Longpi pottery in Manipur. Tuk brass cutlery in Ladakh. Okay, these are the various tribal art forms. These are the various tribal art forms. They can ask you. Dhokra art is really important. Longpi, okay, Longpi pottery of Manipur, and Turtuk brass cutlery of Ladakh. So these are factual stuff. Please go through our notes. I have covered each of them in detail. Okay, next is Pradhan Mantri Surakshit Matitva Abhiyan. Pradhan Mantri Surakshit Matitva Abhiyan. Guys, this is a scheme which has completed 10 years. So next year this becomes very, very important. Any scheme which completes 10 years is very important. It provides free comprehensive antenatal care to pregnant women. Okay, you can see here particularly those in the second and third trimester. Okay, so it provides what? Free comprehensive antenatal care to pregnant women for second and third trimester women. They provide, you can see here, designated health facilities on 9th of every month. 9th of every month. Okay, so this is antenatal checkup which is free for pregnant women. This is very, very important. You can go through this scheme. Okay, next guys, you can see, okay, we have Bhavya portal. This is very, very important. Bhavya portal. So guys, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, they have launched this Bhavya portal. Bhavya scheme is basically a scheme where they are going to build 100 investment ready world class industrial parks. You know guys, one of the main reason why India is lagging in industrial growth, why India is lagging in manufacturing growth, is that we do not have world class infrastructure. You know, China has become the world's manufacturing hub because of its world class infrastructure. So now government of India is focusing on building industrial parks, industrial cities where, okay, industries can come and set up their factories. Okay, ready-made infrastructure will be there in these factories and in these hubs. Okay, so this Bhavya, okay, portal or Bhavya scheme, which is Bharat Audyogik Vikas Yojana, Bharat Audyogik Vikas Yojana, where government is building world class 100 world class industrial parks over the period of 6 years. So this Bhavya portal, which is basically an end-to-end implementation portal for this scheme, this becomes very important. The aim is basically to build 100 such industrial parks. Okay. Next, guys, the network survey vehicles. Guys, Ministry of Transport and NHAI, they have launched this network survey vehicles, which basically use laser profiling, GPS, and cutting edge imaging technology for monitoring highways. Okay, for safety of highways, for quality of highways, this network survey vehicles are used. So this is important. Next, guys, Jojila Tunnel. Jojila Tunnel, recently, guys, the work has finished on this. So Jojila Tunnel basically connects the Kashmir with Ladakh. It connects Kashmir with Ladakh. So guys, previously, you know, during the winter, this Jojila Pass used to close. So there was no connectivity between Kashmir and Ladakh. Now after this tunnel, there will be all weather connectivity throughout the year between Kashmir and Ladakh. So this is very, very important strategically, economically. Okay. So this is tunnel is the longest single tube bi-directional tunnel. Again, I repeat, it is the longest single tube bi-directional tunnel. This is very, very important. You can expect this question. This connects Baltal in Sonmarg, Kashmir to Minamarg in Dras, Ladakh. So connects what? Kashmir with Ladakh. Okay. Next, guys, Mumbai Ahmedabad high speed rail. You know, guys, high speed rail is coming on this line of Mumbai to Ahmedabad. So this is based on Japanese bullet technology, which is Shinkansen technology. The speed will be around 350 kilometers to 320 kilometers. This will connect Mumbai to Ahmedabad. There will be around 20 stations. You can go through the details of this. This is really very, very important. Okay, so in this, guys, there is one unique feature. that in this corridor we have 21 kilometer of undersea tunnel. Okay, so India's first undersea rail tunnel is being built, okay, in this Ahmedabad to Mumbai to Ahmedabad high speed rail. Okay, so this is important. You can see here it will be going, this tunnel will be going through the Thane Creek. This will be made using two technology, which is called new Austrian tunneling technology and tunnel boring technology. Tunnel boring technology, so these are the two technologies. Tunnel boring technology is used for metros, okay, and road tunnels. Okay, you can see metro networks. And new Austrian tunneling method is used for Himalayan tunnel. Himalayan tunnel, you know guys, Himalaya is a young fold mountain, so there is a fragile rock. So for fragile rock, new Austrian tunneling method is used, and tunnel boring machine is used for basically metros. Okay, so last topic guys, supernova. Okay, supernova, recently there was a detailed study of evolution of supernova SN 2023 ZCU, which was discovered in 2023. Guys, supernovas are basically violent explosion which happens at the end of the cycle of a star. Okay, so this is an important thing. You can see guys, generally what happens, you know, in any star we have the gravitational pull, and then we have the centrifugal, okay, outside pull for because of the nuclear explosion which happens in the uh, star. Okay, so when these two basically they are acting against each other, but when the fuel of the star gets over, so obviously the outward force reduces, so there is a collapse of the star. There is a collapse of the star when the star burns all the nuclear fuel. The fuel creates pressure pushing outward. So when the entire fuel collapses, gravity wins and there is a collapse. That collapse is called core collapse of supernova. Core collapse of supernova. This is important. Okay, so this is used for multiple things. For example, the collapse of supernova is used to determine distance between galaxies and expansion of galaxies. So the origin of galaxies, distance between galaxies and expansion of galaxies can be studied using the supernova explosion. Okay, why supernova explosion takes place? Just now I have explained you. Okay, last topic guys, you can see here Prime Minister congratulates Indian women football team for winning SAFF, which is South Asian Football Federation. South Asian Football Federation. So you know guys, India has already won this in 2010, 2012, 2014, 2016, 2019. Okay, so this is very important, and now they have won 2026 also. So guys, sports are emerging theme in UPSC prelims examination. You can expect question on them also. Okay.